Morning, this is Brian. Today is a lovely Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. I'm in the Cleveland National Forest, the Santa Ana Mountains in southwestern Riverside County. And today I want to present a Spotlight on Shrubs episode. Today's episode focuses on the brilliant lemony yellow golden yarrow. This is Eriophyllum confertiflorum, variety confertiflorum. So I'd say probably about 1,500 feet above sea level. This plant has a pretty wide elevation range from sea level to potentially over 7,000 feet in elevation in our mountains. It is a member of the sunflower family, the Asteraceae. So it's related to sunflowers, even related to our sagebrushes. Not our sages, our sagebrushes, which are members of the sunflower family. And many other plants here, down here in the Santa Ana Mountains. So these plants are consisted of these very brilliant lemony yellow clusters of flower heads, and they're radiate flower heads. As you can see here, flowers are really small, so it might be hard to get some really serious detail on them, but you can see the little petal-like ray florets, and also the yellow disc florets, which are really tiny. So the flower heads are tiny, and being that it's a sunflower, it has a composite flower head. So like I said, things that look like petals are actually the ray flowers, or ray florets, and the disc florets are the little tiny flower, little mini flower things in the middle. So golden yarrow, it is a relative of a more commonly known plant that seems to grow, I think, pretty much anywhere. I think anywhere, at least in the U.S., and maybe, if not, many places in the world, which is Achillea millefolium, which is the yarrow. So it's related. However, the regular yarrow plant, Achillea millefolium, is more of a winter dormant perennial herb, which sprouts from its roots in the spring and dies back in the fall to its roots to deal with the cold, harsh winters. These golden yarrows are more of a perennial sub-shrub, occasionally with a little, maybe little weak woodiness near the base. So I'm considering these as sub-shrubs. You can see here, the golden yarrow, no, it's not super woody. I would say maybe very slightly, maybe lightly woody at the base. And they kind of form like a small miniature shrub-like plant. Maybe at their very base. And then the leaves are lobed. They usually have 3 to 5 main lobes on them, and then sometimes those lobes are divided into lobelets as well. So you can see the leaves are lobed, and they alternate along the stem, like most members of the Asteraceae. And again, there is the beautiful cluster of florets. Beautiful, beautiful plant. We're in the middle of a drought year, and yet this plant is extravagantly blooming. That's pretty much the case. I've noticed this pretty much every year with this plant, that it will bloom like crazy. Always manages to pull off a successful show. And so the habitat of this plant is typically found in disturbed areas, like this road cut right here. They are quick to take hold, quick to take root, and germinate like crazy. And they are also found after fire disturbance as well. So mechanical disturbance, like mechanical and natural disturbance. Fire, after mudslides, after road cuts being dug in, and especially along trails. So if you're hiking in low to mid elevation regions along the side of the trail, you're very likely to come across this plant. You can find it in coastal sage scrub, you can find it in chaparral, you can find it on the sunnier openings in woodland, and even in conifer forest, in the yellow pine belt, in sunnier opening areas, even in conifer forest. I've seen it well above 6,000 feet near Winston Ridge before the area burned in the Bobcat fire, which means this plant will probably be coming up in droves. So, golden yarrow, quite a lovely plant. On the be sure to read the description so I can post the more specific range of this plant. But it is very common here in Southern California. Right now I'm along Los Alamos Truck Trail, which going further north towards Ortega Highway becomes South Main Divide Road. So I'm not that far from the Tanaha Trailhead, the Tanaha and Fisherman's Camp trailhead areas. So in extremely dry sites, let's see, extremely dry sites, golden yarrow could be really small and stunted, or it can grow up to about 3, sometimes maybe as high as 4 feet tall during its active growth. Unlike golden yarrow, like I said, unlike golden yarrow, the regular yarrow, Achillea mellifolium, is more of a, like I said, winter dormant perennial, dying back in the fall, leafing out in the spring. And golden yarrow is a perennial stemmed sub-shrub that during the dry season will likely look a little more stunted, but, and there might be some dieback. It might die back a little bit, maybe during the coldest parts of the year, but they are generally perennial stemmed plants as well. Again, here's more golden yarrow. This is about 2 feet tall. This one's ray florets are a little pointier, so there is some variability. It's also probably because this one hasn't fully opened up. See, the ray florets on this one are a little more rounded. So again, see, this is a disturbed road cut here. Expect to find this plant in droves. Coming here in the spring is an awesome time to find it. Spring and then higher elevations even into the summer months. This plant will lighten up your mood, I'm telling you. If you enjoy wildflowers, you will totally enjoy this beautiful plant. Beautiful golden yarrow. That's a pretty drought hardy plant as well. You got to consider, we go months and months and months without rain here. So you got to figure it gets pretty dry around here. And we're in the middle of a drought year. So just think of that even more magnified by the fact that we're now entering the dry season after a really dry, rainy season. So there you have it. The cold hardy, the drought hardy, the disturbance colonizer, the beautiful, venerable Eriophyllum confertiflorum variety confertiflorum. Golden yarrow. Pick a trail. Pick a trail here in Southern California. Pretty much any trail. Any trail you'll have the chance of spotting this very small, humble, but yet again very extravagant plant. So there you have it. Golden yarrow. This was Brian's Spotlight on Shrubs. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative and helpful in identifying our local flora here in Southern California. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.